Hey guys, today's video is on just about the simplest nervous system regulation hack that I have ever heard of. I was listening to an interview with Eckhart Tolle. He was talking about how to become conscious and basically to not have the thoughts in the head. And the way that he was describing things, it was making me think of the nervous system, seeing it through the lens of the nervous system. And when you are in a survival state, fight or flight, or freeze, or fawn, then you are more likely to have the brain produce thoughts. He said, we don't really think. Our brain produces these thoughts, just like we don't beat our heart beats. So our brain is constantly producing these thoughts when we're awake. And most of the time we are in a kind of guarded, fearful state rather than a relaxed, safe type of state. And when he was describing consciousness and how you could be awake and not have those thoughts in your head for brief periods of time, being mindful, being conscious, tapping into your spirituality and a higher power, really. The way that he talked about was a very ancient technique, and it's just taking a mindful breath. So you can do it anywhere. That's why I love this. And it is so simple, but I'm going to explain it. This could happen when you're waiting in line or waiting at a stop sign, and you tune into the breath by focusing your consciousness, your brain, on the sensation of the breath, how it feels to inhale, the movement of the chest as you exhale. Just taking 5 or 6 seconds to not think, to focus your brain onto the sensations of the body, the sensations of the breath. I like to sometimes even think of how amazing the breath is, that it happens naturally. You can have some gratitude for your body, for the fact that it knows how to breathe, and you don't have to wake up at night thinking about having to breathe. It happens automatically, but when you tune your attention to it, you pay attention to it, or tune your consciousness to the body and the breath, then that gets you to the parasympathetic, calm state of the nervous system, where there is that inspiration, connection to source energy, or you're tapped into a greater consciousness, not just yourself and your conditioning and your present form. So this is, I just love when I hear other books, other people, other authorities and experts talking, and what they're talking about is a similar thing. It is an ancient practice. In yogic science, they knew about the movement and breath, and basically it was all to calm your nervous system. So when you see it through a nervous system lens, basically what you want to do is, even if it is just for 5 or 6 seconds, getting into the parasympathetic calm state. You are feeling safe. You're not thinking. You're not having a thought run through your head. This can happen when you are looking at a baby, when you're gazing in their eyes and they have no judgment of you, or same with a pet, looking into a dog's eyes and petting it. It could happen when you're doing like an extreme sport where you're having to pay attention, like rock climbing. And I feel like I get into that state when I'm dancing because I have to be in the moment, especially dancing with a partner. There's this attention to the present moment and no time to think about what I'm going to cook for dinner or my to-do list, no time to worry about the past or the future, and just to be like a human being in this conscious state, but not worrying and thinking and being in basically a survival state. If you want to learn more about the nervous system, how it affects your body, and how to regulate it, then be sure to click the link in my bio and download my free nervous system modules. I will send you 4 videos that will cover all of the basics you need to know to get started feeling better by regulating your nervous system.